All right, take a look here at Nicholas Kemker. This swing here in the upper left is from Thursday, January the 15th. The tee movements here are from the following day, Friday, January 16th. This is Adrian Gonzalez, flipped around to the right-handed side of the batter's box. Okay. First thing I want to look at is the bat position. Again, we look at three main areas: the back arm, the back leg, and then that front side. So let's take a look first at the back arm. And again, if you look at Adrian, very simple. That elbow works up. And you see here the following day, we're working on that with Nick. The elbow working up. Okay. But the hands stay down. And you can see there Nick keeping the hands down. Whereas here, prior, the hands were kind of working up a little bit. Okay. Then the elbow works down into the ball. Okay. And so we see here on our tee work, we're in almost the exact same position here as Adrian's in. Okay, we want to feel like barrels on top of hands, hands on top of elbow. Okay, front side really square. You can see here how Nicholas really allows, instead of the elbow working up enough, and we do get some elbow activity. There is some lifting there, and there's some life in that back arm. Okay, but then we take the hands and bring them up and pull the bat way behind us. Okay, so that makes for a longer swing with a heavier bat. Okay, you can see how nice and big he is with the elbow here. You can be nice and big with the elbow, but the hands need to stay right there, okay? So we get this, nice fluid movement here, but the path to the ball stays really short with that movement, okay? And so that's exactly what we want, is that movement right there that we've got working off of the tee. Okay, let's look at the one in the upper right, and as we'll let him go ahead and finish this swing. You can see me here holding the bat behind him, and again, if we envision that wall of glass behind us, we don't want to break this glass like we're breaking it over here. Okay, we want to feel like we throw the barrel more down and in front of us, throwing the end of the bat down and in front of us. Okay, and you see how nice. This is a beautiful path, and you can see how different it is here. And what's happened, the elbow stayed really bent here, and he kept the bat up. That's really the only difference there when we're talking about the bat path. This is an absolutely beautiful bat path. Okay, that's exactly where we want to be. If we look at it again, elbow works up. Elbow works to the ball, and the hands stay down. Okay? And the first move of the hands is down to the ball, not behind, not up, and dropping the bat behind it. You want to feel like those hands stay on top of the ball, barrel stays on top of the hands, and we're taking this diagonal path of the ball. Okay, so this move we're making here off of the tee with bat path is exactly what we want to see. Okay, we want to feel like we're making this diagonal move at the ball right there. Okay, and Nick showing us those real good hands. You can see how Adrian's hands as we finish the back arm. What happens is that back arm finishes right at contact. We're going to be close to finishing. You can see the elbow not quite straight, not quite straight. And then as we make contact, the arm's going to straighten out and get over the top. The right hand's going to get over the left. You can see how Nick's hands get over, and that's a great quality that Nick has in his swing. That's why when he squares it up, it takes off. He's got real good hands, real good whip mechanics. Okay. Again, the back arm, very simple. We want a loose elbow, loose at the shoulder joint. That's what moves the elbow up. We move it from up here at the shoulder joint. Elbow works up. Elbow works to the ball, and the hands stay where they started, right there. The hands are going to make a short move. They're going to go straight from there, straight to the ball. Okay? Their first move is down to the ball. Okay. There's really not much I would change about that back arm movement that we've got there. It's very nice. Okay. See Adrian's elbow work up at the same time. The elbow works to the ball. The hands stay right there. Okay? Very nice. All right, let's take a look now at the front side or the left side. So we got back arm. Let's take a look at the left side. And it's one of the reasons I bring up this one arm video is because that's a great movement to work on staying square or sideways on the front side. For whatever reason, when we eliminate that back arm, players have less of a tendency to try to open up. Perhaps they try to open up so they can, get that back arm to the ball. But once we eliminate that right arm and go left arm only, players tend to stay a lot more square on the front foot and tend to be a lot more tilted with our body. Okay, so you can see here how if we compare this spine, okay, to this spine and this spine, you can see how nice this movement is. Okay, and so that's a real good drill for us to stay square on that front side. Okay, so when we're talking about, front side, really kind of splitting the body in half, and I really, take from the feet all the way to the front of the head, including the eyes. That really is the front side. Okay, and our goal with the front side is to create a wall to hit against. We're going to use the back leg to drive into and hit behind, hit against this wall on the front side. Okay, and so we want a real stable wall. We want it to essentially land the same way that we start. Okay, so you can see his foot is square, the knee is slightly bent, the hips haven't turned, the body hasn't turned yet. Okay, and so even here, even Nick beforehand was square with his body. Front foot was leaking though. If you watch the front foot kind of fly open, okay, here it's kind of leaking over. But that's what we work on with our take drills, is learning how to let the back leg get ready and go, but we stay the same on that front side. We stay square and sideways, okay? And then as we go through with our swing, we see a lot of turn here with the shoulders. We want to feel like our shoulders, if we look at the shoulders, they tilt, okay, more. We want them to tilt more than turn, okay? We don't want to feel like the shoulders are spinning. We want to feel like they're tilting more and bracing up. And you can see here, I can still see Nick's chest, I can still see Adrian's chest, and I can still see his chest pretty good on this one, although we need to brace up and finish those hands sooner, and finishing the hands will stop the shoulders from turning. But on this one, we see more of his back, okay? So that front side is really about establishing the wall, staying sideways, staying square, tilting the shoulders, not turning them, and hitting behind that front side. All right, brought up a live swing from the following day, that Friday, the next day. And so as we compare these two, again, the one on top Thursday, the one on bottom Friday, after we done some work, and you can see a huge difference. And again, Nick is he's going to go home and he's going to work on it, and he just, the kid loves to hit, he loves baseball. But that's a tremendous improvement, from one day on the bat position. It's just phenomenal. It's outstanding. Okay, so we're a lot steeper here, not quite as good as this, but a lot steeper there. Okay, so major improvement on the ability. Again, we want that elbow. If you're watching me, the elbow works up. And that elbow works into the body, and he's keeping that barrel up. Okay, better. Huge improvement. Okay, the other thing that we see at contact, we see some chest here. Don't see any here. So we've already improved on staying tilted on that front side and staying a little more square. As the front foot goes down, okay, we're more square. The one in the upper left, there's a big flop right at the end, and I'm not seeing that big flop anymore already here on this side. Okay. Okay. With the back leg, and we haven't discussed that yet. Okay. We want to make sure that back leg's got to do two things, Nick. It's got to get ready. Okay, like we talk about, it's got to get ready right before the release of the pitch, and that's you getting these muscles here at the top of your right leg ready, and then they go every time, whether we swing or not. You see how Adrian is at the side of his foot here already? He gets to the side before his heel drops, and I really don't see you get to the side of that foot soon enough. We got to get to the side of that foot every time. I think we're a little late here okay, with that back leg drive, okay? Just a little late. Now, you do drive. Both of you are unweighted off the backside. There's no weight there, okay? And here we have, on both of them, we want to be off the back, behind the front. Both of them, we look at this pretty good, better spine angle, okay? That's not bad. But we need to make that sideways move with that back leg a little bit sooner. Before the heel drops, we need to be really pressing sideways with that back leg. Okay, and you're going to feel the back half of that foot start to come up. Okay, so we need to be a little sooner there. Back leg does the same thing every pitch, whether we swing or not. It's going to get ready, and it's going to press sideways. Okay, and it's got to go before that front heel gets down. All right, okay. So already the next day we had better bad path. Okay, we had a better front side. We had more tilt, less turn. Okay, so steeper barrel. We had more tilt. We had less turn. Okay, very good. That move, that sideways move, is the first thing at the ball. You can see we're making that sideways move, and everything else is pretty much staying back. The elbow works with it. Okay, the elbow works with that leg. They both the leg goes first, and the elbow's right behind it. The hands are staying back at the time, and everything's not turning. Okay, so that move at the top of the leg is the first thing at the ball, and it's got to go every pitch for the rest of your life, whether you swing at it or not. Back leg's going to go. Great job, Nick.